Hi guys, I wanted to share with you how I do my brows, so I thought I would make this separate video for you. If you are interested in seeing everything that I use to create my brows, I will leave that in the bottom bar below. But without further ado, here is the video. Alright, so to start my brows, I always have my brushes and my utensils, whatever I'm using for it, cleaned and ready to go. The brow products go on easier and the end result of my brows tend to look a lot better. So the two main things that I use to create my brows or draw them on is the Bdellium Tools 733 brush or the Spooly brush, and I always use my MAC 203 angled eyeliner brush. So for my brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow pomade, shade dark brown. And I find that this is the perfect color for me. I will zoom you guys in a little bit. Before I do my brows, I like to have my base down, so I'll always have foundation and concealer on already. And then I will take that spoolie brush, the Bdellium brush, and I will brush through my brows in case there is any foundation or just kind of clean it up a little bit and just smooth it down so that the brow pomade, it goes on a little bit easier. Okay, then I take the MAC angled brush, the 203 brush, and I dip that in the pomade just a little bit. And this stuff is highly pigmented and opaque, so just a little bit goes a long way. And I dab a little bit of my brush in there, and I will draw out a line to kind of define it and where I want the bottom of my brows to end. Alright. Just little by little. I feel like Anastasia has changed up the entire brow world with this Dipbrow. I don't even know what I was using before. It's an incredible product. You can go as dark as you want, you can lighten it up. It's almost like a miracle product, and it's waterproof and lasts all day. Okay, I am trying to figure out the best positioning, trying to be in frame and in focus, but also trying to be comfortable. This is a lot of pressure, guys. It's like brows are hard to master as it is, and then you've got all the pressure of people watching you. Oh no, see? I've already messed up. So I will just slowly fill them in, kind of just follow my own brow shape. I tend to go a little bit darker on the ends, so I will build up more product there. And this tail part, it looks a little messy right now, but don't worry about it too much because we will clean that up with concealer later. For the front part, I won't go into the pot to get more product. I'll kind of use what's already there and blend it. But as you can tell, especially when I don't have any makeup on, the brows are quite harsh on my face. So what I always like to do is blend them out. I don't have a lot of my own brow hairs. My brow hairs are not very thick naturally, and they are quite sparse in the front area. So I kind of like to follow my natural brow tendencies, I guess you could say. And I like to do the kind of ombre effect. I will just begin by brushing the pomade and blending out the product throughout my brows. And I have a lot of sparse areas where if I do blend out a little bit too much, I'll go back in and I'll just fill those areas back in. And in between steps, I will just take like a dirty makeup towel and kind of wipe off this brush. You can kind of see the product coming off just so that I can clean it off so that I'm not adding any more product onto it. So once I've got a good blend going on there, I will start brushing forward instead of the other direction like I was before. I want my brows to kind of start like right here. So I just want to extend this area just a little bit forward. So without adding any new product and with a clean spoolie, I will just drag the color in. Looks a little messy right here, but we will clean that up with concealer in just a little bit. So once I've colored in my brows, I like to go in and define them with concealer. I have squeezed out just a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand, and this is the same concealer that I use under my eyes. This is the MAC Prolongwear in NC20. This is the Bdellium Tools 936 brush. I will dab the brush in there and kind of just saturate the product on the brush, but blend it out on your hand. So you can see how I'm blending it. Most of the product's there, but I'm kind of blending it out so that I'm not putting too much product under my brows. I will go in and just line right underneath where I colored my brows in. You can get a little bit more product and add any more that you think you need. And then I will just blend it down onto my eyelids. And just blend. And then I will just go in with my fingers and just lightly blend the rest of that out as well. And then I'll go in, if I think this front part is a little bit too far out, I'll just go in and with whatever I have left on the brush, I'll just go in and kind of clean that up just a little bit. So it's super simple, anybody can do it. It works really great on anybody, but especially if you have very sparse and light brows like I do, it can make a huge difference. As you can see, I look like a little crazy right now. But sometimes, every now and then, if I really want them to last, I will take the Tinted Brow Gel by Anastasia. This is in the shade Espresso. And I always find that the brush has just a little bit too much product that I need. So I will just take any tissue and just kind of rub off some of that so that I don't get too much. And because I don't have a lot of hairs, it ends up a little messy. And I'll just kind of start on the back end and just kind of... If you have straight brow hairs, kind of like I do, where they like to fall down a little bit, this is a really good technique to kind of just hold the brows in place. That is pretty much it. I will go ahead and do my other side and show you guys how that looks. And this is what it looks like when it's all finished. It does look a little bit harsh on my face when I don't have any eye makeup on. So if I'm not doing eye makeup, I will go a little bit lighter. But this is basically what I do when I do like the whole winged liner, maybe a smoky eye or anything like that. So it's extremely simple. You just have to practice the technique a little bit, which is also very easy. And hopefully this video will be helpful for anybody who is wondering how I do my eyebrows. So this is the finished look. I do have a tutorial for this. This is my Kim Kardashian inspired makeup look that I just did. I hope this video was helpful for you, and once I have the rest of my makeup on, it doesn't look as harsh. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, it is at MARLA NYAMDORJ, and I will link that in the bottom bar below. And I will see you guys next time.